Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Sharon Taylor, founder and CEO of the Business Vision and Development Center and your business strategist. And yes, I added a new title to my name because I can. And I am here with the beautiful, the lovely, I am Yvonne Lorraine.
Good morning, everybody. I am so happy to be here with Sharon Taylor this morning. We are going to just blow your minds, I'm sure.
Mind blown.
Right?
And it's early, and I've had my cup of green tea. And I got a wonderful head wrap, but I digress.
Beautiful. It's
So,
beautiful.
so today on Bagels and Business for Breakfast, we're going to talk about attracting investors. It seems like, well, I was going to say the only thing business owners think about is getting money, but then what is there? But there's a method to getting that revenue, right, Yvonne? It's just
Yes,
not
there.
open your door and money's going to flow.
Wish it was that easy, Sharon, but it's not. Definitely.
So when you talk about investors, we're going to talk about or investments, we're going to talk about equity. So if you have an investor who wants some equity in your business, so what happens is they give you a sum of money and they want part ownership of your business. I mean, that is your baby, right? But there are times when you might not want to give up part ownership, but you might want that money. How do you kind of navigate that, Yvonne? That's kind of hard, right?
Yeah, and maybe it depends on where you are in your business. So, if you may have it as a strategy for phasing yourself out, maybe. But when I'm just starting and I'm in the beginning of making it happen, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be too interested in giving up.
Part of your, especially depending on what the contract criteria is. But
Yeah.
when you think about Shark Tank, this is a prime example of a equity investor. They want a percentage. They tell you what they're willing to do and how much upfront money they are willing to give you. And a lot of times on that show, they do want more than 49%. They want, pretty much controlling interest in your business.
Yeah, and I haven't been on Shark Tank yet. However, from my experience of what I've seen, it seems like those are people who, if you're able to add to or multiply 10x your revenue based off of doing that type of partnership, then maybe so, because they're in position in their industries to help make that happen. So that, they might not be missing the beat.
Yeah, you got that right. And they're not trying to throw any money into a losing situation. So if they offer you something, yeah, you might have to think long and hard about it, but you need to go into the situation with them or anybody else that you're talking to about investing in your company, about what you're willing to give and what you want to receive. You can't go in there asking for money or this or that and haven't done your homework and present the case to them. You can't say, well, let me go back and ponder that. You need to come in there with a plan.
Yes.
And there are also venture capital firms. Now, venture capitalists are like philanthropists. They looking for a small business that they think it might be a great idea and they want to throw some money into it. It's sort of like for them like the stock market. They buy low and hopefully the returns will be big at the end. Finding a venture capitalist is a little challenging. Typically, somewhere on some mysterious vine, they seem to find small businesses to invest in, although there are venture capitalist companies. And so, that's a good thing too. But then they kind of like become your boss.
Yeah, and just in case we do have any viewers who are looking for people in that area, that arena, Sharon, from what I have been told through some of my resources, people who are doing real estate, they normally have those type of connections. And if you do any type of golfing, go on the golf course because I hear
Oh
that
yeah,
is a place. So that's my little 2 tidbits I'm gonna share for that.
and you're right about that. The country clubs, the golf courses, your high-end locations. It may pay to become a member of some of these clubs and committees, so that you can network amongst the venture capitalists. But again, do your homework.
That's right.
Then you have your private investors. You got Uncle Joey, who you've asked for $50 to invest in your business, and he wants everything. He wants a free subscription. He wants free products. So what I want to talk to you about when it comes to private investors, know who you're asking from, know what their capabilities are, and know what you're willing to give in return for that money. And I'm not saying $50 is not something, because every penny is something, especially when you're starting. But you may want to offer him, once a month, he gets a free service or a free product for 3 months, but make it worth his $50 is a lot to a lot of people. That's and right. So one, if they're willing to invest in you, be thankful and grateful, because they don't have to. And then when you get that money, be thankful and grateful, because they don't have to. So by no means was I diminishing the amount, but I just know that people sometimes look down on small donations. And if you watch politics, them small donations can add up to millions real quick.
Yes, they can.
And so go ahead, Yvonne.
I was just gonna say, Sharon, especially when you have people who are committed to giving you those donations, they definitely add up. So,
and then my thing is, if you accept and give in a sense of gratitude, you don't have to worry about the rest. Be appreciative and operate in gratitude. So before I get all from that, the universe is telling me to move on. It's Monday morning. People got things to do. The last thing I want to talk about when it comes to getting investors, and Yvonne, we've talked about this and we've mentored people about this, and it's the pitch. The pitch that you give in front of a group, to a person, to a bank, to your family members, even to yourself, to seal that deal. So with pitching, one of the things I want you to know is that it's not just what you say, but how you say it. And it's important what you say, and it's important how you say it.
I totally agree with that, Sharon. The tone of what you're saying and speaking to, because if you're not excited about your business, you definitely can't expect anybody else to be excited for you, especially when you give them a pitch trying to get funding to support what it is that you're doing.
You got that right. And I do, and we talk about the 30-second elevator pitch kind of thing. But when you're doing a pitch for investors, it's a little longer than that, because they want to know how your money's going to be, how their money will be used. And so when you go to do your pitch, you breathe, you enunciate, You pace yourself because you don't want to go too slow. You don't want to go too fast. And it's okay to be nervous.
Yeah, and sharing the thing that you just mentioned a few minutes ago, definitely what is important to them is for them to know what their return on investment is going to be. I mean, we may be receiving something, but you can best believe they want to receive. They want what's owed to them as well.
That's
That's
right.
why they're investing.
That's right. And they want to see in detailed terms, not just, oh, in about 2 years, I'm gonna get a new piece of equipment and I probably can do more business. They want to know projections. Projections are real in terms of that they set the goal and the pace in which you're going to operate.
That's right.
And talking about the pitch, I want to invite people to go to Canva. If you haven't used it before, I love Canva. And they have templates on pitch decks. And so you can create your pitch deck, and then all you got to do is like find a template you like, fill in the gaps, fill in the terms, and there you go. And then practice. Yvonne, it's nothing worse. Well, there are things worse. You could faint while you're giving a pitch. But right. When you have a presentation, PowerPoint, pitch deck up on the screen and you've memorized it, and a glitch happens, and now you've lost your way. Memorization is never a good tool when you have to do a presentation. Inevitably, a PowerPoint slide will be stuck or missing. The equipment may go out, and you've got to be able to ad lib. So that means knowing your product and your services well. That's right. You have to be able to show up and deliver regardless. You have to be able to show up and deliver. So. And I'm not opposed to, you can't see him because of this background, but I use like flashcards. One side has my logo and business and stuff on it. And then I just have some bullets so that even if I lose my place, I know what bullet I'm on. I can pull myself back up and keep it going. So that's all I have on attracting investors today. And go out there and get you some monies. Yes. So Yvonne. Yes, sir. If they want to talk to us, if they want to practice their pitch, if they want to talk about their pitch deck, if they want us to look at it, email us at info@thebvdcenter.org and join us for Bagels and Business for breakfast in the mornings. And Yvonne, what else? And you can reach me also on I am Yvonne Lorraine at gmail.com, but we're also on YouTube. And we want you to be able to subscribe, like, and share the Business Vision and Development Center. And then we still want you to comment. And if you would like, we are even inviting you to come and join us. Now, how cool is that? Contact us. Yeah, info@thebvdcenter.org. And we'll get you scheduled. You good, Yvonne? That's right. We good on this Monday? Have a great week. See you next Monday.